scientists and their process are under attack. And that's really terrifying.
Scientists have made a new discovery that you can ignore politics, but politics won't ignore you.
We're going to cancel the Paris Climate Agreement and stop all payments of the United States tax dollars to UN global warming programs.
The American public, and perhaps even the world public, really do feel like their worldviews, their mindsets, are not being reflected in the science that's being put out there. And instead of changing their worldview or mindset, they're doubting the facts.
Conservative voters particularly concern scientists. For that group, trust in scientific research is actually at a 40-year low. So how can scientists change that?
I would love to see 20% of Congress made up of scientists and engineers, and I think we would have a very different approach to governing if we did have that.
Rather than waiting for a seat at the table, they're going after it. Shaughnessy Naughton started a political action committee to train scientists to run for office.
I do think it sometimes can be a challenge for scientists to communicate with the general public, and so we are working with our candidates to help facilitate that as well.
But how many would actually be interested? Turns out a lot. 3,000 have already signed up for training.
We have a lot of people in Congress right now, and in government in general, that went straight into public policy with no expertise in any area whatsoever. I think we need more politicians that go off on a track where they gain an expertise in an area, whether it's medicine, science, agriculture, anything, and then come in with that knowledge and be able to make sound public policy.
That's the long game. But to put science at the center of political conversation now, they're taking a page from the Women's March.
As a scientist and knowing a lot of scientists, it's a little bit embarrassing that it took so long for people to mobilize. And I think that things maybe got more, much more dramatic in the last month.
Caroline turned to Twitter to organize a march for science in April. In just 4 hours, 10 followers turned into 30,000, and now over 220 cities are planning marches of their own.
Obviously, it would be great if it was an enormous crowd, but I think what's most important is that it's not just about kind of the politicians and the representatives seeing it. It's about the people who are actually doing the march, and the idea that you're kind of surrounded by people who kind of share this concern about the lack of evidence-based policy, but also this just passion for science.
Say what?